Welcome to the Atlanta Improv. As he stumbled through, my name is Ben Evans, and I will be your host for the evening. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We really appreciate it. This is the soft opening here tonight. The official opening next week, October 4th, will be with Louis Anderson, so you guys can get all your tickets online at theimprovAtlanta.com. So give it up one more time for yourselves for coming out, you guys. This is great. I feel like did you yell best friend when I was coming up here? I thought I heard someone yelled best friend. Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, we're not friends at all, actually. We don't know each other. I think we could be friends, though. Maybe we could start that right now. What was your name? Your what? You're not sure either? Okay. This friendship's off to a great start, isn't it, folks? We're really flying. I do a lot of hosting, which I enjoy. Hosting's a tough job, though, because, I don't know, one of the main things you try to give everyone a decent introduction before they come on stage. And it's tough sometimes because if you don't do that, you can throw off a comic's whole set and make them feel weird if you don't give somebody a good introduction. I was doing a show recently. This is how the host brought me up. He goes, "Your next comedian coming to the stage, you're going to have trouble discerning his race." What? That wasn't even it. Then he goes, "You're not going to be able to tell if this guy is black, white, or Mexican, and it turns out he's none of those, he's gay." I was like, that is not true. Why did he just say that? That's rude. Here's the thing. I think some of you guys are laughing right now because you're like, yeah, this guy could be queer. I'm not ready to rule that out yet. Look at his whole appearance. That is something that I get, though, a lot. A lot of people accuse me of being gay. They don't accuse me. It's like they're running by going, "You're gay!" That's not what it is. But, I did an impression of a gay person the other day. And someone thought I was gay just because I did that. I did a really stereotypical impression of a gay person. The guy was like, "Listen, dude, I'm not saying you're queer, but that was a little too good, man. That was a little too good. That was suspiciously good on your part." That's a weird thing to assume someone is something just because they can impersonate it. That's a weird thing. That shouldn't be how that works. Oh, imagine after Leonardo DiCaprio got done filming What's Eating Gilbert Grape, he had to fend off hordes of people coming up to him going, "Listen, man, I'm not saying you're retarded. I'm not saying you're retarded, but you're pretty goddamn good at doing that impression, man. I don't know what that's all about. I'm not saying you should be in a helmet. I'm just saying it's pretty good." No, I'm not gay. My sister's gay, though. She just came out of the closet, announced to the family that she was a lesbian. Although she didn't quite do it like that. She just told us she was joining a flag football league. We sort of did the math from there, sort of deduced it down. My whole family was shocked, though, when she came out of the closet. They couldn't believe it. I was not surprised at all, however, because I had been calling that for about 10 years. I knew it was coming. The writing was on the wall. And to me, I'm not clairvoyant or anything. I can't see into the future. I'm not psychic. It's just to me, there's only so many birthdays and Christmases where you can repeatedly ask for rugby cleats, cargo shorts, and a renewed subscription to In the Muff magazine before it's all right, hold on a second. It's a pretty good mag, but why do you want to read it? Oh, okay, I get that. Yeah, I live in Atlanta. I like living in Atlanta. I've only been here a couple years, which is fun. I live in an apartment building, which is cool, because I would prefer always to live in an apartment just because you meet the craziest people ever. You always run into your neighbors or the craziest people ever. You don't get that experience if you live in a house. I was coming in the apartment building the other day, and there was two of our neighbors using the claw end of a hammer on a janitorial closet, and I was like, all right, the red flag's up. What's going on here? So I stopped about 15 feet away, and I was like, "What are we doing over here, folks?" And they go, "We're ghost hunting." And I was like, "Of course you are. Why wouldn't you be ghost hunting? That's awesome. All right. I have a refrigerator that makes some weird noise. I want to see you guys in 15 minutes. Uh-oh, there is a fire. We just had a fucking fire up here. What just happened? Soft opening of the Improv just turned into a hard fire. What? You just incinerated. Did we have a candle problem? Or are you wearing way too much hairspray? Or is both of those true? What? Oh my God. Well, we've officially lost the room. That's what fires will do. Oh my Lord. Yeah, we should have one right up here. That should be, I only got a certain number of things to say before the show started. Website, 15% off, 50% off all food and drinks. And don't light your hair on fire, folks. Do not stick your hair in the candle. You know what's funny about this too? You are sitting the closest to me. No one else. Sir, you'll be fine, by the way. You can put your head as close to the fire as you want. You can stick your head right on that thing. You're gonna be fine. Sir, you'll also be fine. Don't think you're exonerated from this. Just don't get your chin too close to it. Yeah. For lighting your head on fire, we'd give you a discount on food, but it's already so discounted at this point, we can't go any lower. I'll buy you a ticket for the next show? I don't think that candle jumped up at you. I don't know. I'm not making any accusations. Wow. I've never seen that. I've been doing comedy for a little while now. I've never seen someone... And by the way, we just need to point out, this lady acted quickly. Like, this is the person you want around if you fall, because she will be on 911. She just started batting that lady's head. And you have a fresh manicure. That looks good. You did not even care. You just went for it. My God. You must be a mother, right? A mother? To have that sort of reactionary skill, right? Yeah. One of her children's actually, he fell down the stairs. He's actually quadriplegic now. But no. That's awesome. That was so amazing. I was in the middle of that, and then I just watched you bat her head to the side. And you had just enough cushion that it probably didn't box your ears too bad, because you have just enough curl and bounce in that thing. Have you ever lit your hair on fire before? Have you ever lit your hair on fire before? That's got to be product related, right? You need to go home and call Revlon and be like, listen, I was 3.5 inches away from a small candle. My hair incinerated. We have a problem. I don't know if you guys, the world is kind of going crazy right now. Everyone's burning American flags all across the world and everything like that because of that video that was going around on YouTube. And one of the stories that came out of that was some dude in, I think it was Pakistan, died because he tried to light the American flag on fire and he inhaled the fumes. That's what happened. And in my mind, my first thought after I saw that headline was, there had to be some redneck dude somewhere that was like, that's what happens, man. That's how they make those things. He's lucky he didn't light a Dale Earnhardt flag on fire. He would have spontaneously combusted. That is lucky for him. That is how those things work. I don't think it is. Are we going to be voting? This is an election year. Are we going to be voting this year? Vote, yeah? Just the one dude with the male pattern baldness? Cool. All right. Who are you going to be voting for, sir? With that amount of starch in your collar, you're only going one direction. That is Romney, bro. You are white to the point where you look like you own some shit. What's that? It's iron-free? There's that much? You just buy that at the white guy store somewhere? All right. Would you care to discuss your political beliefs in public? Absolutely not. White people don't do that. That's not how it works. You don't discuss your political beliefs. What religion are you? Catholic. Okay, he opened up about the religion stuff. You just surprised me right there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't follow politics too closely, I guess. I do know a lot gets said about Michelle Obama, though. I've been hearing a lot about that. She gets compared to a lot of people. Like, she gets compared to, like, Jackie Kennedy for her candor and sense of style. She gets compared to Barbara Bush for her discipline and decorum. She also gets compared to LeBron James for her muscle definition and Adam's apple. I think we can agree to that. Yeah. How old are your kids right now, by the way? Those are not children, folks. Those are adults. They still wear diapers. No kidding. I don't think I could ever have kids. See, I'm surprised. Like, just because you survived that age, does anyone have like a 3 or 4-year-old in here? Does anyone have kids that are currently neglecting at home to be at a free comedy show on a Saturday? Is that anyone in here? You sheepishly in the corner? Yes, I do. Paying a babysitter $7 an hour. Hopefully she's not killing my kids. You should have this woman to babysit your kids. They will be safe. I couldn't survive that, because kids are just, when they're at a certain age, that toddler age, they're just small psychopaths. That's all they are. They're just small, crazy people that you're responsible for. I realized that the other day when I was at a Starbucks. I was watching a woman, like, pry her child out of the back of the car with that desperation voice, like, just do what I say, please. Like that thing. And as she was doing it, she was going, now just listen to me. When we go inside, if you can behave yourself, you're going to get a special treat, okay? Just, if you can behave, I'll get you something special. I thought to myself, that is a pretty low expectation for a gift. He just has to keep it together and he gets a prize. Like, that's where you've set the bar for this one? And here's the thing. It wasn't like the kid was like, all right, 10-4, no problem. I can handle that. No. The kid was like, well, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm not in control of this. I don't know what's going to happen when we go in there. I could go in there and just melt down. I'm like a Wu-Tang concert, bitch, and shit could just pop off for no reason. That's what's going on. That's a crazy person right there. That's a psychopath that's not in control of themselves. But this is what parents will always say to me, though. This is what parents will always bring up. Whenever I bring this up, you know, parents will always be like, well, Ben, you don't know what it's like to have a kid. You don't know what it's like to have a kid. You don't know what it's like to be obsessed and connected with something that you can touch and feel. I'm like, well, I have high-speed internet and YouPorn, so I think I know what that's like. Don't tell me about that. A little early in the night for a masturbation joke? Okay, cool. No, never too early. Never too early, says mom with the middle-aged kids. Are you guys together? Are you guys married together? Do you guys have kids? You do. He's shaking his head no, so maybe, sir, you have something to discuss on the way home. You're not married to her. You guys should check out Cheaters next week and Thursday. If you guys did have kids, this is what it would look like, by the way. Right here, you're looking at it. Just no idea what to do with the hair. Everyone's confused. That's what I get all the time. I'm known as racially ambiguous. For those of you that didn't go to college, that means perfect. Thank you. Got a shitty car I'm driving. That's sort of a thing that comedians have. We all have like crappy cars. I have a friend that has such a crappy car. He sold it to someone for $500 and they just gave it back. I don't know what to do with this. No, just keep your money. I don't want it. I don't mind driving my crappy car, except for like the lights on the dashboard never turn off. Like I inherited the car with the check engine light on. It's become a feature now. That's what's going on in my car. The other day, though, a light came on I'd never seen before. It was just a picture of a small car sideways on two wheels with swerve marks behind it. And there was a person falling out of the window of the car. Why is that going to happen? Who's going to do that? Like, I thought it was my car's suicide note. Like, I'm taking myself out, pal. Be a good time to buckle up. It's like, holy shit! It was scary. I looked it up, though. Apparently, it was just a problem with my traction control. That's the worst case scenario light, though, right? I go flying out the window of my own car because I didn't get the traction control fixed. Volvo, all right? That is the worst case scenario light. We don't need to see that. That'd be like if every time you ran low on gas, instead of seeing that mini pump, it's just a picture of one person blowing another person on the side of a freeway while holding an empty gas can and crying. That is the worst case scenario. We don't need to see that. You guys ready to get this show started or what? Yeah? Let's make a little noise here, yeah. If you also notice on all your tables, you guys have cards there. You can sign up, put your email addresses. You'll get updates on the shows, all the good stuff. So make sure to fill those out. You guys ready for your next performer? I think we can do a little bit better. Are you guys ready for your next performer? Come on, folks. Here we go. All right. Your next performer coming to the stage, a very, very funny lady. I've worked with her a number of times. Let's give her a warm welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Katrina Braxton, everyone. Give it up for Katrina!
Hello! Hi, everybody. Hello, Atlanta Improv. How are you doing? How are you? Good to see you. Okay. I just like to randomly say hello to people I don't know. It's fun. If you all haven't done that, you should do that when you go to the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Next time you're in the produce area and you see a lady in there, just go up to her, hey, how are you, miss? So good to see you. How is everyone? And she's going to look at you like, what, huh? I don't understand. Yeah, it's good, you know. But just keep going, you know. How is everyone? They're good? Great. And just walk away. Good to see you. Take care. And just walk away. She'll be like, oh, my God. The guilt she will feel for the whole year. Bob, I don't know who that lady was, but she asked about you and the kids. And I just feel awful because I didn't send her a Christmas card. I just feel the worst. So anyway, I'm going to fill you guys in, if you haven't noticed yet. I am a very corny black girl, all right? I know I look very blackety, right? It's the weave, What some of you might refer to as a darkie, right? Okay. And oftentimes when I meet white people, I just have to say, oh, no, 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 miss. I'm just like you. I watch HGTV, right? House Hunters and such, while I'm drinking my Pinot Noir because I'm a fancy kind of black girl. I'm really fancy. Funny story, when I was growing up, the kids used to refer to me as an Oreo. And what that means is basically they were saying that I was black on the outside and white on the inside. It's funny now, I laugh at it. It's totally cool. If any of you want to come up to me later afterwards and be like, hey, Oreo, give me a high five, I'm completely fine with that. That's just fine. But this is an awesome crowd. I have to say, I am very happy to see so many white faces here tonight. It's quite a bit of you. My God, I didn't know if this was an auction or what. This is great. But I am getting paid, so I'm pretty sure I'm not going to go to a plantation after this. So that's exciting. Yes, and I did see a few colored people here tonight, okay? Mama say, mama sa, mama kusa. Okay, I'm with you. But anyway, let me tell you, I have an obsession lately with white girls. I really do. I love you gals. You're just as happy and cute as you want to be. You're like little Hello Kitty dolls. I just love you. And I watch you guys on your reality show, like Say Yes to the Dress Atlanta. And you guys are just so happy. Todd and I met in the 8th grade. And we're getting married this spring. We met and he gave me a promise ring. And we're doing a Tahitian-style wedding, and I did everything myself. I did the favors and the place settlements and everything, and I also did the church. I built that up from my hands. And I'm just really super-duper excited. My mama's here and my sister Anna, and we got Grandma out the nursing home, and we're going to get a wonderful dress. I'm working with a small budget, $15,000. That's all I can afford. And it's going to be what? Like, I love you guys. Now, you don't see that on the black girl reality shows. It goes a little different. Sometimes they're called like Love and Hip Hop or Beat a Bitch Down television show. It goes a little different. You know, Tyrone, come get these kids, Tyrone. Tell that heifer in the car next to you, I said, I will beat a bitch down, honey. Come get these. Do you see the difference of where we have some of the reality shows? But I love it. So some exciting news, guys. I just got married. You can clap for me. Thank you so much. Thank you. I just got married in my dreams, so that was exciting. I'm a black girl living in Atlanta, so I got a better chance of getting hit by the St. Marta bus on 10th and Peachtree Street than I do to getting married. You know what it is? I love the black guys. I really do. But I feel like some of the black guys I'm meeting are not really into the black girls. You know, like they'll date us, but it's like jury duty for them or something. You know, I haven't quite figured it out. You know, they're like, damn, shit. What you want to do? You want to go to McDonald's or something? You want a Happy Meal? What, you want me to pay your rent or something? You know, and I'm like, excuse me, sir, okay? Pay my rent? What kind of lady do you think I am, okay? Yes, I do need you to pay my rent. What time can you come? Because the leasing office closes at 6, and I want to make sure that we can get that paid on time. But you know what I figured out? Little inside thing here. The black guys, they really used to be into the white girls, but now the black guys are really into the Asian chicks. Yes, they're very exotic and they come with soy sauce and everything. So the black guys, they're really into that. I've been doing a lot of traveling, trying to get around and get to the different comedy clubs. And I've been flying on AirTran. Anyone ever fly AirTran before? Yeah. And funny thing, I feel like AirTran should actually be called Atlanta Airlines because they're a little different than some of the other commercial airlines that I've flown. Like if you fly Continental or something, you know, when you get on board the airplane and they do their little spiel, you know, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Flight 55129, Continental, destination sunny California. I'm your head flight attendant, Nancy, and at this time we're going to ask that you please turn off all your electronic devices as we prepare for takeoff. Like, you know, you've heard this spiel before. Okay. So the AirTran flight went a little differently. I just let you know how it started. Okay. Girl, stop playing. You know I'm about to do these announcements. Why you keep playing with me? Okay. Hello. Hey. How y'all doing? Welcome to AirTran Flight 55129. Back to the A. What's up, y'all? I'm your head flight attendant, Calvin. And girl, I like them shoes, girl. I like them shoes, boo-boo. You wearing them shoes, girl. Okay, so we about to take off. And just so y'all know, we got some Patron in the back. We about to get it popping. We about to get it popping. So we're going to do some safety stuff, and then we'll get ready for takeoff. I was like, what? Oh, my God. Is this safe? I don't know if this is normal. So that's where I feel like AirTran is headed. I love that. So I've been doing some comedy, trying to get around to the different places now. I'm doing comedy full time. Yay. Okay, no. Some of you are like, you might want to go back to your day job. And it's great because I'm getting called to do appearances, and you know, and I recently got called in by the city of Atlanta to come make an appearance at the food stamp office. So that was great, because apparently now, as a full-time comedian, I make less money than Harriet Tubman did once she was freed from slavery, and she was just, you know, selling little knickknacks on the road. So what I'm trying to say here is, folks, I'm poor. So I took Romney's advice, and I went to the food stamp office, because I figured, why not? I'm lazy. And yes, I'll be right there. And I was a little intimidated at first because, like, I've never been to the food stamp office. You know, what is this going to be like? And I got to tell you, ladies, if you've never been, go to the food stamp office, really. I mean, I immediately felt the warmth from all the women and the children there. And, you know, I just felt this bonding. It was a little hard because I don't speak Spanish, so there was a lot of Spanish speaking, so there were some communication issues there, but you know, and I sat next to this lady. She was a very strong Latino woman, and I could tell she was strong because her legs were very hairy. Like, I'm guessing she's never seen a Gillette type of anything or whatever, but anyway, I digress. And I'm sitting next to her, and I immediately feel this bonding with her. And so I turned to her and I said, hola. Mi llamo es Caterina. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Dónde es el baños, por favor? You know, because I wanted to have this connection with her. And she very sweetly turned to me and she said, it's down the hall to the left. Like, you dumb, ignorant, black, African Oreo wannabe if you don't get out of my face right now. So that was my experience at the food stamp office. Before I go, folks, we are in a recession, and sometimes we have to make some cutbacks, and that's okay. But there's some things, folks, we cannot cut back on, and I'm going to tell you all a little personal story, something that I went through. I recently did a take-home bikini wax kit. Yes. And ladies, I want to tell you there's no way that you should ever do this. It was on sale at Sally's, $15.99. I figured, hey, I can do this myself. Why not? I followed the instructions. I put the jar in the microwave for 2 minutes, like it said. And, you know, put the hot substance on, ripped it off. I blacked out. Everything went black. And then probably about 2 days later, I woke up, and my clitoris was on the floor. So do you know how embarrassing it is? You're eating, I don't want to. But do you know how embarrassing it is to go to the emergency room with your lips in your hand? You see what I'm saying, ma'am? So ladies, please, do not make those cutbacks, okay? Let a professional do that. All right, well, I feel like I've saved someone's vagina tonight, huh? Did I save your vagina? I saved your vagina, girl. All right, you all have been a wonderful crowd. My name is Katrina Braxton. Thank you.
Guys, keep it going for Katrina Braxton, everyone. Keep it going for Katrina. Yes. Katrina could have used some help from you, I think, when her lips fell off. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. All right, you guys having a good time so far? It was like 10% of us, guys. You guys having a good time so far? Come on, let me hear it. Yeah. All right. You guys, your next performer coming to the stage, a very good friend of mine, a very funny dude. He will be at the Laughing Skull Lounge, headlining that weekend, 25th through the 28th of October. You can see him there. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my friend, Mr. Michael Albanese, to the stage. Everyone, give it up for Mike.
Let's go. Party rock is in the house tonight.
Turn that shit up, yo.
Just have a good time.
Yeah, and shit.
Don't make you lose your mind.
Yeah, and shit. Is East Andrews, you guys are used to this? All right, get rid of it.
Party rock is in the house tonight.
Guys, that was it for me. My name is Mike. You guys have a wonderful night. Party rock or party cock. It depends on how late it is in the night. I think it's how you can decide. You guys, the rest of the party didn't want to show up tonight? You don't speak English? He looked at her, went, what did he say? I don't speak English. I don't know what to do. Come on, guys. Is everyone having fun tonight? We can do better than that. Can I get a yeah? Can I get a hell yeah? Can I get a girl that likes chubby guys? Word? What's up? Is this your brother, hopefully? That's your brother? It's your husband? How tall are you? I got you. Taller than you. That's all that matters. Is that really your husband? Who else do we got? It's good to be here. I'm kind of drunk. There's a festival in Little Five Points, and I didn't not drink. I had plenty of beer. I drink a lot. It's kind of become a problem at this point in my life. Have you ever spent so much time at a bar that you end up staying like way past closing? And you end up like at the corner of the bar at like 4:30 in the morning while the bartender's cleaning up. But you've formed this like little family of strangers at the corner of the bar. And you make all these plans with these people to start a kickball team and nothing ever happens. That happened to me recently. I was in Midtown and I'm not good at reading people. Like I can't look at people and decide what you're all about. Like I can't look at you and like guess what you do. I'm not good at that. So I don't know. Like there's a guy that came in way after closing. It was like almost 5 o'clock, and I couldn't tell that this guy was gay. I'm assuming he was, based on everything about him. Actually, it was pretty obvious. Because he walks up to the bartender, and this is exactly what happens. He goes up to the bartender, he goes, I want to get a spaghetti and a vodka. I made that part up. He didn't do that. I want to get a spaghetti and a vodka. But I want to get it to go. I got to be in Birmingham at 8 in the morning. I couldn't resist. I said, well, what happened so early in Birmingham? And his exact response was, well, you see, when the wife plays tennis, the husband lets me fuck him in his ass. Roll Tide. I was like, whoa, that is inappropriate. That is just the wrong thing to say. And I don't think, not because of the gay thing, but I just think you should have a little more tact with your college pride. I don't know if you should necessarily just throw it out there willy-nilly. You should just kind of read the room. Your Honor, I'll plead guilty to both rape charges. Go dogs, woof woof. I don't know necessarily if that's the time or the place to woof woof the rape charges. We all Georgia Tech fans? Is that what the... What fraternity, or what college did you guys go to? You went to the Auburn College? Cool. You like the Roll Tide? Good. Well, I'm glad I'm helping you out with all your girls. I'm gonna go home alone, so fuck you. How about that? Are you from Alabama, or did you just go to school there? So you chose Alabama? You made the route, you made the decision to go to Alabama? That sucks for you. Have you guys anyone here been to Alabama recently? 2 people? That's about right. Here's some things that you probably know that I just found out recently about Alabama. Only state in the country you have to be 19 to buy cigarettes in Alabama. Is that true? And it's the only state that has no lottery. No lottery in Alabama. No scratch-offs, no Powerball, no casinos. So if you live in Alabama, you can't even dream about leaving Alabama. You are stuck in that shithole, Alabama. Roll Tide, I guess. I don't know. I had my parents in town over Labor Day. I had a whole bunch of extended family in town, and it's tough to talk to my family because they don't know how to talk to me anymore. There's a little background. I'm single. I used to be engaged though. I had a girl. I was with her. We were together for 7 years. We actually just recently broke up in 2004. She was a bitch. It was one of those weird situations, though. If you've been in a relationship when you just know from the gate it's not going to work out, like you can tell from day one it just isn't going to work. For me, it was like I'm more Republican, and she was a whore. So there was a lot of things that didn't really work out for me. But when my parents came into town, like my mom still isn't over it. Like she still wishes that we were together. And she came up to me trying to start a conversation. She just goes, "Hey Mike, how you doing? Good. Listen, have you heard that new song on the radio? You know, the one by Gote? You know that new Gote song they're playing called Someone That I Used to Know? Yeah. That reminds you of Jessica?" I'm like, no. But now it does. Fuck. Bitch. My mom, not her. You guys know my mom? Good. Yeah, it's weird being single. I tried doing online dating. Ladies, any online daters here? So one whore. Good. Do you have a man here? Are you married, single? What's up? You're not married. I've so forgotten about you, it's not even funny. Like, I didn't even know you're here at this point. So neither of these guys are with you, or are you on a date? You love what? You're Sammy? Sandlin? Is that his name? All 3 of them. So you're single, is what you're trying to say. So you like money, so you're going to hate me, is what you're trying to... He has his cuffs rolled back, and it's got designs under his cuffs. That is just far out of my price range. Under my cuffs are wrinkles, and I didn't wash it for 3 days. That's what I have under my cuffs. I did do online dating for a while. And I think, like, for instance, you're very attractive. Do you mind if I say that? I want to have sex with you. Do you mind if I say that out loud? So okay, I've learned this the hard way. If you're a really attractive lady and you date online, you've got to be twisted in the head. Because guess what? This is what you're going to get. This is it right here. I'm not forcing it. Did I say my name's Mike? What's up? I learned that the hard way, though. Like, I learned that I met a girl on Match, and I don't want to say her name because she actually works at East Andrews, Simone. Here's how the date went. We went for coffee early in the night, you know, keep it easy, casual, no pressure. And it was great. She was very attractive, like me, and good. So we went for dinner, then we had drinks afterwards. We stayed at the bar all night, closed it down. It was amazing. We had a good time. And then I walked her to her car like a gentleman, and then we had that first kiss moment. Do you remember the first time you guys kissed? Are you German? I don't know what to do with you. You, bitch that I don't have a chance with. I mean, what was your name? Do you remember the first time you guys kissed? You get that, like, your breath goes short, your heart goes aflutter. And so we had that kiss, and so I kissed her. And she kind of pulls back and leans against my car, and she goes, "This is so crazy." And I was like, "Yeah, I didn't expect to have a connection, you know, so soon." And she goes, "I just don't know how I'm going to tell our kids that we met online." I was like, "Oh, that kind of crazy. Okay." Cool. All right, guys, my name is Mike. Enjoy the rest of your show. Thank you so much for coming out to the Improv. Have a wonderful night. Goodbye.
Guys, keep it going for Mike Albanese, everyone. Keep it going for Mike. Yes. Mike was talking about online dating a little bit. I had to learn a hard lesson online dating recently. That website, positivesingles.com, not a website where people get together with a zest for life, as it turns out. It's a website for people with herpes, so it's a hard lesson. You don't get your $50 back, by the way. That's not, all right. You guys ready for your next performer? All right. Very cool. The next guy coming to the stage, also a very good friend of mine. Let's give Mr. Rob Hayes a warm welcome. Give it up for Rob.
I like to get to know ya so I can show ya. Put a hurtin' on ya like I told ya. Give me all your numbers so.
Cut that off. Cut that off. First rap I heard tonight. I guess they knew I was gonna be up here. How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? That's what's up. That's what's up. I don't care if y'all laugh or not. I feel like I made it already. I got the Improv behind me. The minute I put that on Facebook, I'm gonna get 100 likes. So it don't even matter. I'm gonna get 100 likes. And I'm on a projector on the wall. That's never happened in my life before. I'm telling my mom I was on TV today. That's what I'm gonna do. Tell my mom I was on TV. This is the longest I ever been on TV. Y'all can look me up. I've been on TV before, though. Y'all can go to NBC.com/Last Comic Standing, Season 7, Episode 2. Fast forward to 13 minutes and 10 seconds and then hit pause, and that's me now. The minute you hit play, I'm gone, but if you could just keep it on pause, it could be a 20-minute special. My mom was screaming and hollering the entire time I was on TV. She was like, "Woo!" That was you, baby, right? Like, yes, Mom, you should know my hat. That was me. I've been doing comedy for some time now, and people are starting to say that I'm a sex symbol. I have that going for me. So you just gonna laugh in my face? That's how you're gonna do? I say it, and if I get one more person, then that'll be people. You know, you can't always trust what people say. It only takes 2 or more to be people. That's very low requirements. There are 7 billion people in the world. You only need 2 knuckleheads to say the same thing for people to say anything. Just like people say that I can sing, I say it. And my mama had told me that I can sing, so that's people. I recently moved back home with my parents, and I'm starting to realize that when you're in a situation you don't want to be in, that's when you get the most creative. Like, every day my mom, she's hassling me about grad school, and I don't want to go to grad school because to me that sounds like college without the fun, and I don't want to go if they're not throwing parties, you know. Like, matter of fact, I found out that you can go to undergrad parties even if you're not in undergrad, so I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to go to undergrad parties. Like, every time that she talks to me about grad school, I wish I could go to like a faraway place like Neverland where I can go on adventures with pirates and play baseball and imagine sherbet and eat it. I don't know, I never read Peter Pan, but I saw Hook. I imagine that's the same thing. I don't know. My Peter Pan happens to be Mrs. Doubtfire at the same time. That's just how that works out. Like, every day I wish a bird would come to my window with a note about a grad school that I can go to and learn how to be a wizard like Harry Potter, because if I went to Hogwarts, I wouldn't even need a Nimbus 2000. You can give me a Swiffer sweeper and I'd be out there grabbing the mess out of a snitch. And I'd probably just try to go pro in Quidditch if I went to Hogwarts. I'd be a one and done at Hogwarts. I would try to go pro in Quidditch, and then Skip Bayless would be talking about how I'm too arrogant because I decided to take my talents to Gryffindor, and then I get somebody pregnant, they end up on Quidditch Wives, a VH1 reality show about the wives and baby mamas of Quidditch players. Wouldn't that be crazy, Quidditch Wives? On this episode of Quidditch Wives, we have the ladies of the Huffleslut house, Keisha Snape and Hair Not Myoni Granger, are arguing. Let's check them out. You fake muggle half-blood witch. Look at your outfit, witch. Stars and moons, witch. Anybody wore this since Fantasia, witch? You talking about my outfit, witch? I could buy a new outfit, witch. We all know Dumbledore's my baby daddy, witch. Poof, witch, you are not a factor. I have a name for that joke. That is one too many Harry Potter references for one joke. Some of y'all were looking like, I don't know what's going on. It's hood rats and wizards. I don't mess with either of those. I did that joke in the hood one time, and it was real awkward because half the people were laughing and the other half were looking real confused, but I felt good because at the end of the show, I seen two dudes like, hey, dog, what you about to do? I'm about to get on this goblet of fire. What you about to do? Dog, I'm about to get on that Sorcerer's Stone, so I think I'm helping the hood read. I think that's what that means. I'm helping the hood read. I like doing comedy in places like this where they got parking and people can watch your car, because I'm tired of doing shows at places where my car gets broken into. Like, last time I had to park on the street, they stole my license plate. I didn't even know that was an option. I didn't even know that was something that could get stolen. If somebody takes your license plate, they have no soul, because the license plate has 2 screws, which means this person took the first screw off and felt nothing and then took off the second screw. Like, if that was me, I would have took off the first screw and then been like, I need to reevaluate my life. Something is definitely going wrong right now. I would have walked all day with that screw in my hand. People are like, what's that? This is a screw from a license plate that doesn't belong to me. It's just not going well right now. I called the police. I was like, I'm not keeping my car here. They're trying to steal my car piece by piece. It's going to be registered when they reassemble it. I'm not going to keep my car here. I went to the tag office, and they told me I couldn't get a new tag till I had a full police report. I was like, well, what am I going to do in the time being? They were like, just get a piece of cardboard and write a sign that says stolen tag and put that in your back of your window and you should be good. This was the tag office. This is where they sell tags all day. You mean y'all don't have a temporary tag at the tag office? All you do is sell tags. Why is cardboard the only medium I can use? This is a legal document, but I can't use legal pad, I can't use printer paper, I can't use loose leaf paper, I can't use a collection of Post-it notes. I can only use torn cardboard to write this sign. I was like, I passed admissions. Can I just get a May 13 sticker to put on my piece of cardboard? It would look more official if I had a May 13 sticker on it. So I'm fine riding around with this sign that says stolen tag until I have a show in Sandy Springs and I get pulled over in Cobb County, and the police officer, he comes to my car and he's like, all I saw was stolen. Like, what type of police work are you doing, sir? Did you think I stole a car but I left you a note? Like, I'm a thief, but I'm an honest thief. You know, if you got me, you got me. I do not lie. I just steal cars. That's all I do. Just one sin at a time. One sin at a time. I should have known I was going to get robbed because I had to break in my car before to get my keys out. And when I had to break in my car to get my keys out, nobody had a problem. Little kids was getting out. Nobody panicked. Nobody called the police. I started to feel subconscious. I was like, just so you know, this is my car. And dude got out like, hey, man, I seen your face, so just don't touch my car and you good. You know, I'm not going to tell anybody. It's rough out here. Get that money. Do whatever you got to do. I just know now, like, I'll never be that old dude that'll be able to tell you what's wrong with your car by the sounds it makes. You know, the dudes, they call them shade tree mechanics. They hang out at the auto parts store. Like, I'll never be the dude to be like, well, what does it sound like when you crank it up? Does it sound like ning, 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 ning? Or does it sound like click, 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 click? Does it sound like click, click, click? It's probably an alternator, you know. Them dudes, once you get them started, you can't get them to stop talking about every car they ever had and what broke down on it. You know, they'd be like, well, if it sounds like ning, 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 then it's probably an alternator, you know, because I had a Super Sport back in the day, but then the alternator messed up on that. And before that, he used to have me a Cadillac Coupe de Ville, but I swear it was possessed by the devil because the windows wouldn't even roll down. They weren't even automatic windows, but for some reason, I couldn't get them to roll down. I swear I had to cancel my gym membership after that. They got so strong that before that, used to have me a Lincoln with suicide doors. Not the doors that open up like this, but they just fell up on the highway. They just committed suicide. Then before that, he used to have me a deuce and a quarter. Ha ha, boy, no, nothing about that deuce and a quarter. He used to keep it so clean. He used to have gangster white walls. What are gangster white walls? Those are white sides on the tires. They go on the ground. How you keep them clean? Gotta be a gangster. Like, I'll never be that dude. Like, even if I get older and I end up having that voice, like, I still won't know how to fix your car, but I might know how to fix something else, though, like your laptop. I might be like, well, what does it sound like when you boot it up? Does it sound like bum, 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 bum? Or does it sound like boop, 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 boop? It sound like they probably got some software issues because I had an HP back in the day, but then the screen started freezing, so I had to take the monitor out. Then before that, he used to have me at E-machines, but then the keyboard started acting up. I used to call that thing Control-Alt-Delete. Then before that, used to have me a MacBook Professional. Used to keep it so clean. Used to run Leopard so much porno. Then before that, used to have me an iPad with no fingerprints. iPad, no fingerprints. How you keep an iPad, no fingerprints? Gotta wear gloves at all times. iPad, no fingerprints. Where you get the gloves from? Gotta be a gangster. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all been wonderful. My name is Rob Hayes. That's my time.
Keep it going for Rob Hayes, everyone. Keep it going for Rob. Yes. Very cool. You guys having a good time so far? Awesome. Before we keep the show going, I just want to point out, if anyone needs to use the bathroom, the bathrooms are right through that door. It's also an exit. We have exits there, and there. So if this lady's hair should light on fire again, you will know where the doors are. I don't want anyone in trouble. All right. You guys ready for your next performer? Very cool. The next guy coming to the stage, you've seen him on Comedy Central. He's also been on George Lopez Tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, by way of Los Angeles, California, please give a warm welcome to Mr. Jared Harris. Everyone, give it up for Jared.
How about it out there, y'all? Good to be back in old Atlanta, y'all. Y'all keep it going for all the comedians y'all seen tonight. Just come up here and do their little comedy skits. Yeah, the little skits. Y'all keep it going for America, y'all. Isn't it great to be in America? One of the only countries that God loves and blesses every day. Isn't that great, y'all? Keep going for biscuits. Y'all like biscuits? You like biscuits, don't you, bud? Yeah. Look at you. See, he's smiling right there. He'll tell you all day long. Little old biscuits here and there in the morning. Yeah. Good deal. Y'all keep it going for 18th birthdays, y'all. Keep it going for 18th birthdays. Yeah. Come on, y'all, clap now. I'm driving the bus, guys. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, keep it going for pretty cousins that keep secrets, y'all. Y'all keep it going. Look at you. Look at it. He'll tell you right there. Look at him all day long. Yeah. 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 Y'all keep it up for beautiful birds that sing lovely songs, y'all. You like lovely songs? Yeah. Yeah. Keep it going for pet parakeets that won't stop reciting your mama's sex noises when you're 12 years old. And you got to wake up the next morning and take that test because you can't fail 6th grade again in Powder Springs, Georgia. Y'all keep it going for that, y'all. Yeah. How about keeping it going for me, y'all? I done made you laugh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, all right, y'all. Good deal. Good deal. I like how y'all are all spread out like a disease. You know what I mean? We could have done this show in the bathroom, y'all. It would have been a lot more intimate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all right, y'all. Good-looking crowd in here tonight. I mean, some of you ain't white, but you know what? That's all right. That's all right, guys. Yeah, I'm a progressive thinker, y'all. I am. Yeah. I was out there in old Birmingham, Alabama recently. You ever been out there, old Birmingham? Yeah. I saw some guy out there. He had a Mitt Romney sticker on the back of his truck. And I said, well, let me help this guy out, you know. So I went over there. I started pulling it off for him. Yeah. And he got mad. He was like, hey, what the hell are you doing? I said, oh, some dad-blamed idiot put this stupid-ass sticker on your car. He got all upset with me. Try to help somebody out. You know what I'm saying? Just don't make no damn sense, guys. No. All right. All right. I like the energy in here, you know. It's hard to get like a comedic rhythm in here. Like you tell it's like doing a show in front of Darth Vader in a dark room. You know what I'm saying? Like you tell a joke, it's just like, next. Yeah. Now don't get it twisted now. I'm not a big fan of Obama neither. I'm not a big Obama fan, I'll be honest with you. And it ain't cause he's liberal. It's cause he's black, see? That's why I don't. I can't do this anymore. I was like, I'm just going to keep doing that. And then I was like, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. Wouldn't that be weird if I talk like that the entire time of the show? Wouldn't that be really strange? Guys, I don't really feel good right now. I've got an upset stomach. I ate at Little Caesars Pizza a couple of years ago. And you ever eaten at Little Caesars Pizza? Yeah. All right. Anybody a fan of Little Caesars Pizza? Clap if you like Little Caesars Pizza. Okay. So no one smokes weed in here, I guess. That's probably that's the worst pizza ever, isn't it? That's like, it's ridiculous. You have to be high to eat that pizza. It's the shittiest pizza ever. Even shittier than their pizza is their shitty advertising campaign. You seen this? It just says, hot and ready. That's it? What isn't hot and ready after you cook it? That's like me having a poster outside that says, Jared Harris, present and talkative. Like, well, he was there. He was talkative. It was exactly what we thought it would be. Nothing more, nothing less, but it was quality comedy at a price we could afford. Quality comedy at a price I could afford. Do you like your comedy quality, sir? At a price that you can afford? I don't know why I'm still holding this. What you got there, bud? Taking some notes? All right, good job, bud. Good job. Almost had a little Michael Jackson incident over here earlier. Well, oh, man. I like you guys, man. Good people, y'all. Speaking of restaurants, I want to talk about something I know is going to touch home with you guys. We're going to talk about Chick-fil-A and butt sex. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but butt sex should not have shit to do with my goddamn chicken. Like, I don't care. I don't care what gay people do. I still like Chick-fil-A chicken, even though I know they're evil. I love how people act surprised that Chick-fil-A's kind of evil. It's like, really? Did you not see those crazy, psychotic billboards they've been putting up for the past 10 years? It's like 2 cows on their hind legs painting, "Eat more chicken," in some sort of helter-skelter Charles Manson family murder font. It's like, did you just stab a chicken and make a billboard out of it? Like, what? Like, who at the Chick-fil-A corporate office is like, what kind of font should we use to sell our delicious, addictive chicken that you only crave on Sundays, but you can't get it because we're a bunch of assholes? Yeah, real fucking funny, guys. Real fucking funny. Chick-fil-A. I was in Chick-fil-A the other day, and I saw a kid with a shirt on that said, "Dancers for Jesus." And I was like, wow, that is the gayest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Dancers for Jesus. Do you like to dance for Jesus? I so bad. I want to go into Chick-fil-A with like a 666 shirt on. Just walk up to the counter and be like, "Do you have any coleslaw? My boyfriend likes to suck it off my dick." They'd probably be like, "You want to supersize that?" I'd be like, "Yeah. Yeah, I would, actually. I would." I don't know that I even need this microphone because is it just me or does this thing sound like shit? That's fucking terrible. I'm just gonna put that there. Guys, I want to talk about something really important. This is not to do jokes, not to cut up. Serious business. I came to talk to you guys about safe sex.
Guys, keep it going for Jared Harris, everyone. Keep it going for Jared. This is also probably a good time to mention there are comment cards on every table. Love to peer through one of those. I like the guy who didn't say anything and stood behind the curtain for 5 minutes. His name is also Jared Harris. Give it up for him one more time, everybody. Yeah. Actually see people reaching for their, that's a good idea. I want to write it while it's fresh. All right. If you need a golf pencil, let us know. You guys, your next performer coming to the stage. We have a few comics left for you here tonight. He's a very funny guy, performs all around the city. Let's give him a warm welcome. Mr. Chris Gray, everyone. Give it up for Chris.
Yeah. Wild thing. I like that. Improv. That is short for improvisation, ladies and gentlemen. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the secret of life. Improvisation, because life is just a series of awkward moments. Because every day, each and every one of you has a voice inside your head that goes, crap. What the hell am I going to do now? And we all have to answer that voice. You could be a woman whose hair caught on fire in the middle of a show. Or you could just be a guy on the computer looking at a little pornography. Suddenly you feel the presence of someone standing behind you. Crap. What the heck am I going to do now? If you're like me, you quickly minimize that browser screen. But now you have a new problem. You're sitting there with no pants on, looking at a desktop full of icons, because that's not weird at all. Crap. What the heck do I do now? Do you get the hell out of that public library like the officer tells you to? The answer is yes. Always follow the law, ladies and gentlemen. It's a tip from your Uncle Chris. I just recently turned 40 this summer, 40 years old, but a lot of people think I'm younger. It's because of my startling lack of accomplishment in life. Yeah, if you're sliding into your 40s and people tell you that you look like you're in your 20s, they're not paying you a compliment. All right? What they're saying is they have a very low opinion of you and the choices you've made in your life. Like, have you ever heard of somebody who is really successful? Like, you hear about them, and then they walk in the room and they turn out to be really young, like Mark Zuckerberg or something. When they walk away, you think to yourself, man, I thought that guy would be older. When people hear about me and they meet me and I walk away, they go, man, I thought that guy would be 7. It's ridiculous. 40 years old. You know the President Obama was only 6 years older than I am now when he got elected? You know how shitty that makes me feel? Barry has set the bar too high now. Now when I go home, my mom gives me snide comments, you know, like, oh, well, maybe you can run for, I don't know, did they run for garbage man? Is that a position? Like, Mom, slow down, all right? When Barry was my age, he had graduated from Harvard. He taught at the University of Chicago. He had been a state senator. That's because successful people have a plan. This morning, I was in my underwear frying bologna on a George Foreman grill. That is part of nobody's plan. And here's the thing about bologna. Did you know that fried bologna smells like a hot dog, but still tastes like failure? It's very true. I've done the research. 40 years old. Everybody's looking for the secret to staying young. Here's one. Nothing will make you feel young like going to a party where the cops show up. That's something that only happens in your 20s. Because if you're over the age of 30 and you ever utter the words, run, here come the cops, your life is fucked up. When you're over 30, the only thing you should be getting arrested for are Ponzi schemes. All right? Just grow up. This is a fun room. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this a lot. So not too long ago, I took my wife out for dinner. It was date night. Went to a nice Italian restaurant. And the waiter came by the table, and I said, oh, excuse me, I have a 2-for-1 coupon. And he said, yeah, I know. And just walked away. I was offended, but here's the thing, I learned something that night. You know a waiter can tell that you're gonna use a coupon before you even show it to them. They can tell by what you order off the menu. It was a nice Italian place. I tried to be fancy, old school, order for my wife. I was like, oh yeah, the lady, she'll have the veal parmesan and a Caesar salad. Bring her a Caesar salad. And I tell you what, she'll try a glass of your house Merlot. Oh me? I will have something of equal or lesser value. It's a dead giveaway every single time. Every time. You guys settling up the check. So the other day I was using the ATM, or as my wife likes to call it, the Coinstar machine. And here's the thing. Coinstar, proudly serving the banking needs of the unsuccessful since 1996. You bring us all of your money, and in just a few short moments, you leave with 10% less. It's a fabulous financial decision. Next time you go in the grocery store, look at the front of the Coinstar. There's a sign that says, turn your change into cash. And I think that should be reworded. I think it should say, turn your shame into cash. And here's the thing about shame, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about location, location, location. Because if you're in Vegas, Atlantic City, and you hear the sound of a lot of change falling out of a hopper, you follow that sound, you're gonna run into a winner. Follow that same sound by the customer service desk at Kroger, you're gonna run into a 40-year-old man who's made some mistakes in life. He's probably gonna be wearing a black shirt hoping to get a job at the Improv. Try to blend in. I like the echo. So, here's what happened right here. It's just emptiness. It's like gentrification happening in a neighborhood. It's like, this is that bad section no one wants to buy the house in yet. So, just thinking back, birthdays. My 10th birthday, my parents gave me my first watch and my first wallet. And those were the first two things I ever owned. First two things that ever made me feel like an adult. Because it was the first time, but not the last time, I would realize I was both broke and late at the exact same time. So not long ago, in downtown Atlanta, I got robbed at gunpoint. And that dude made me feel like a kid again. Not because he took my watch and my wallet, but because I pissed on myself. 40 years old is too old to be peeing on yourself. You know, sober. All right, get a few drinks in you. You have an excuse. All right? I love drinking. Because now I'm too old to do weed. All right? 40-year-old, that's too old to do weed. Weed is a motivation killer. All right? At least on booze, you want to get out and drive around. You know, go see the city. Go the wrong way on the freeway. Get stuff done. Not on weed. Not on weed. So, anybody have pets in here? Usually dog, cat, hamster, gerbil. A turtle? People still have turtles? I recently adopted a dog, but I refuse to call him a rescue dog because it's just a free dog. That's all that means. You know, you and Han Solo did not sneak into the Death Star dressed as stormtroopers to save him. It's just a free dog. All right? But you don't do that with people. You know, you don't go out here and find a homeless dude, take him home, clean him up, take him to the doctor, get his shots, feed him some dry cereal out of a bowl. And then when people come over, they go, oh, hey, man, is that your roommate? No, that's Carl. He's a rescue. You don't do that. Speaking of pets, not long ago, walking around, actually right around here in Buckhead, and ran into an ex-girlfriend of mine. And she yelled at me right out here in the street, told me I had ruined her for all other men. And that made me feel great. That's because the year we were together, no matter the occasion, I gave her one gift and one gift only, an adorable little kitten. Valentine's Day, she got a kitten. Her birthday, she got a kitten. Christmas, one more kitten. She took pictures, put them on her Facebook. All her friends thought I was sweet. But what she didn't know was when she broke up with me, and they always break up with me. Now she's a single woman with multiple cats, and no guy wants to fuck the crazy cat lady. That's right, because if you're a cat owner, you're a procrastinator. Every cat owner in this room is a procrastinator. Because as a cat owner, you walk by a box of animal poop in your house every day and say to yourself, not yet. Not yet. Guys, my name is Chris Gray. Thank you so much for listening to my giggles.
Guys, keep it going for Chris Gray, everyone. Keep it going for Chris. Yes. All right, you guys, we have 2 performers left, so we're coming up with the last chance to take advantage of the 50% off of the food and drinks, so let's make sure to do that. We encourage you guys to stick around. We have 2 great comics left. You guys hanging in there, having a good time? Awesome. Your next performer comes on stage, a very funny dude, performs all around the country. Let's give a warm welcome. Mr. Matt Farr, everyone. Give it up for Matt.
Keep it going for him, lady. Ow! Speaking of soft openings, anyway. Cheers to you guys. Thank you very much for coming out. My name is Matt Farr, GED. Smart people, please explain that to the idiots you brought with you. Thank you very much. Here's one of my favorite old Irish toasts. Here's to the kisses we've snatched, and vice versa. That one you get? Okay. Man, you guys, what kind of crowd are you? Are you like, we're gonna have a light libation kind of crowd, or are you like a we're gonna do this kind of crowd, drink-wise? Yeah, do this. I got to do this over there. 2 do this. Oh, it's about to turn into an AA meeting. Here's the thing: if you get too hammered, man, please take a cab. You know, DUIs are the biggest bitch ever. You know, anybody here ever gotten a DUI? One person? Oh, it's the same guy. I just narrowly got out of getting a DUI just by doing a little homework. This is all I did. A big, fat Southern cop pulls me over, has the flashlight in my eyes, and goes, "All right, boy, I'm gonna need to hear you do the alphabet backwards." And I'm like, "Oh, God. ZYXWVU TSRQPONMLKJIHGFEDCBA." And he goes, "Ah, fuck, have a good night, I guess." That was incredible. None of us can do it that fast. Stay in the right lane. He'll figure it out. I mean, I come from a big drinking family, big Irish Catholic drinking family, and which can kind of suck because my parents had a tendency to get really drunk and forget that they had already punished me for shit. And like my dad was particularly brutal, just breaking down doors, just boom, look at this report card. You know, a little time would go by, a few more drinks, boom, look at this report card. And I'm like, I'm 33. How did you get in my apartment? Back to the bar with you, old man. And that bar was usually a local place called the Claremont Lounge. And yeah, clearly we have some very classy people in the audience. I love the Claremont. If you've just show of hands, who's never been to the Claremont Lounge? A few of you, one there. A few. Just so you know, it is a delightful place to take your mom for brunch, or mother. Don't do that. It's a yeah. It's a strip club that was founded in 1965 that has somewhere around 95% of the original strippers. It's just where dreams go to die. It's the only place I've walked out of drunk as hell, 4 in the morning, arm around my best friend, and just been like, "Hey man, You know how many breasts I saw tonight? 7. Do the titty math. Not supposed to be odd numbers, people. Anybody here drinking PBR? Not one classy person, okay. I just asked because I saw this ad for PBR that made no sense whatsoever. Photographed from the hips down, people had like $200 jeans tucked into $400 boots, but by their sides, they're all holding cans of Pabst. Which, right, yeah, if you can afford $400 boots, you're probably not drinking that shit. And so I came up with a commercial that I think's a little bit more, accurate, Just something like this, 5-second TV spot. Just some dude goes, boom, ow, God damn it, officer, I swear to God, that bitch hit me first. Pabst. It's like a mix between an episode of Cops and a liquor ad. I don't know. I don't really drink much anymore. I like watching the stages of people getting drunk. Like, that's a lot of fun for me. Like, say you have a shitty day at work, you come here, you're doing shots, and you're like, man, everything just sucks. You throw one back, and you're like, it's not that bad. You throw back another one. You're like, my life is pretty good. You throw back another one. You're like, my life is great, and everyone else's sucks. And then you have that one shot where you get kind of weird drunk. You know what I mean? And you throw it back, and you're like, no one gets out alive. And then that guy always taps you on the shoulder, and he's like, sir, you're going to have to calm down or get out of our church. You guys are doing a great job of pretending that the entire room doesn't smell like burning hair. I'd like to congratulate you on that. I couldn't do it. I walked out to smoke a cigarette, oddly enough. So, was it you? Did you? Oh, no, it was definitely you. Sorry. My bad. I'm not really much of a computer guy, I did figure out one thing that I think's kind of clever. I figured out how to list my girlfriend as a place on Facebook. So anytime we're right about to have sex, you can get on the Facebook page and it says, Matt Farr just checked in to Laura Lewis 3 minutes ago and has already checked back out. Very patient woman. I like Google. I think Google's one of the coolest things ever invented, because it can kind of learn about you and adapts to you. Like if you've looked up the same thing for a while, but one day you try to type in something quickly and misspell it, it'll go, oh, did you mean that? I'm like, I did mean that. Thank you, Google. But my computer's kind of new, so it hasn't really had a chance to adapt to me yet, Like I tried to Google something, hit enter, and it goes, are you sure you don't mean XXX Teenage Prom? And I was like, no, Google, you'll learn. It doesn't really matter what you type into Google anyway. Some porn is going to pop up, I tried to Google Hot Pocket and hit enter, and it just goes, Hot Asian Teen Pocket. And I'm like, what the hell is a hot Asian? Oh. And then 3 hours go by, and you get in trouble because you were supposed to be looking for a job. It's lame. Jared brought up Chick-fil-A. Did anyone here actually participate in the boycott of Chick-fil-A? One person? I didn't participate. I kept eating Chick-fil-A sandwiches throughout the entire thing. And here's the reason why. I don't think it has anything to do with ethics or morals. I think it just has to do with Chick-fil-A sandwiches being delicious. I think that's it. I think that's the only reason that story gained any traction, Because now people don't readily give up something that they love eating, And imagine if Crystals came out and said, we hate Filipinos. Nobody would give a shit. Even Filipinos would be like, yeah, to each his own. Can you imagine if something even more delicious than Chick-fil-A came out? Can you imagine if Krispy Kreme donuts came out and were like, we hate gays, I hate to say it, I have no problem with gay people at all, you know, but even I'd be like, yeah, it's an abomination. You know, I think there's something about it in Leviticus. I don't know, have you tried these? They're fucking amazing. The hot sign's on. I got to get out of here, but I just wanted to tell you this one thing. I used to live in New York City, and anybody else live in New York City? Ever? Yeah, what part? Long Island? I lived in Washington Heights. It was just, which is the Dominican Republic, by the way. It was just me and 200,000 potential shortstops. Anyhow, there's a place in New York City called the Bowery Poetry Room, which is essentially if a psych ward had an open mic night, you know? And a friend of mine told me to go to this place. I go in, and I saw the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Sit down, and this the MC comes out and goes, "Your next performer is a vaginal ventriloquist." Swear to God. I'm like, that's not a thing. There's no way that's a thing, you know? And sure enough, girl comes out, drops trowel. Now, affixed to her vagina are these two adhesive googly eyes that you could have gotten at like a Marshall's, you know, or like any art supply store, these little googly eyes. And the funny thing is she didn't have an act, you know? This was her entire act. "Hey, how you doing, Miss Vagina?" "Oh, I'm doing fine." That was the whole thing. So I'm watching this wonderful train wreck of a performance, and I'm thinking it's not gonna get any better until I hear the best heckle I've ever heard in my life. A few tables away, this drunk guy is sitting by himself, and he starts heckling the vaginal ventriloquist. And he stands up, and I swear to God, he goes, "This is bullshit. I can see your lips moving." Fucking loved it. Thank you, guys. I'm Matt Farr. Have a good night.
Guys, keep it going for Matt Farr, everyone. Keep it going for Matt. Yes. All right, guys, before we get to your final performer of the evening, I just want to point out, every crowd has sort of their own identity. And the only thing that got an applause break here tonight was Chick-fil-A. So that is what you guys are. That's what this crowd is right here. All right. You guys ready for your final performer of the evening? Come on, you guys have been waiting a while, and so is she. You guys ready for your final performer? Very cool. She was a writer on the Soul Train Awards. Very funny, works all around the city. Give a warm welcome to Miss Mia Jackson, everyone. Give it up for Mia!
Oh, yeah, that just spoke to my heart. Oh my God, push it, push it. I just want to, okay, all right, I'm glad nobody's right here because they would have just got some stuff all over them then. They would have. That's right, yeah. Yeah, this is good. How are you? It's been a long night. I'm glad. First of all, I have my inhaler. This is the thing. I am very allergic to white people. So I may hack, I may cough. It may happen. It's possible. So I brought it up here just in case shit went down. Oh my God. First of all, it is hot outside. I have so much titty sweat right now. You don't even know, sir. I don't want to even get any on you. I wish somebody would make some titty deodorant. I mean, that is my dream. That's what I want. Some antiperspirant. I would call it nipstick. Just, oh, that's good. That's dry. Oh my gosh, I gotta put it on before I jog, you know. I would let you borrow a ball stick. Just, there you go, you're good. You feel good about yourself now. Now you're confident. Yeah, that's what I want. I always like to know what kind of people I'm talking to. You seem like good people. I know you do. I looked at all of you when you came in here. Are there any former hoes in the house tonight? Any former hoes? Anybody willing to admit it? Anybody? She pointed at somebody. Okay, yes. Did you know you just got pointed out as a hoe, sir? She pointed at you. Cause look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll be a little honest with you. I was a little wild back in the day myself. I was not a home wrecker, but I would crack the hell out of a foundation. Yeah. Yep. That's right. You're damn right. I would tell people, I'll take your man and I'll bring him back because I got to go to work tomorrow. I don't have time to be breaking up a happy home. That's not the kind of thing I'm going to do today. But someone almost made an honest woman out of me. I was engaged for a very long time to a black man, so we were never gonna get married. Yeah. So, any white man is looking to get disowned from his family. Here we go. There you, yes. Let's do this. We'll chat after the show. I already got your number. See, it's coming up. You see how I just started acting up? I started coughing as soon as I said it. But this was the thing. When I was engaged, I missed the attention because people were so nice to me. I have a lot of white friends because I graduated from the University of Georgia. Woo! Go Dogs! Yeah! Go Dogs! That's right. Black people go to UGA. Yep. And we do not all play basketball or football. So I have a degree. It's rolled up in a tube, but I got one. But one of my friends, when she found out I was about to get married, she got so excited. And she was like, oh my God. She's like, where are you getting married? And I said, I'll probably get married in Atlanta. She goes, no, I know a beautiful place in South Georgia. It's the most awesome, beautiful plantation. No. You are a bad white friend. That's what you are. That's a horrible idea. I'm not gonna get married on a plantation. But then she tried to sell me on a benefit. She goes, during the cocktail hour, your guests can roam free. Yeah, you just walk all around. Yeah. And it's the best part, they don't even throw rice, they throw cotton. Oh, yeah, no one's gonna get hurt. I was like, bitch, you just offered me the slave package. No. And then a lot of men were being really nice to me too. A lot of men were offering me what I like to call pre-wedding gifts. I was walking down the street and this dude was like, hey girl, get you some of this before you get married. And I said, that is not on my registry, okay? Yeah, I didn't see your balls at Macy's. And if you're gonna give me a gift, it needs to be bigger than that. Yeah, that's right. Give me a reason to leave the relationship. That's what I was saying. And then this other dude starts yelling at me, and he's like, hey, let me holler at you for a minute. Let me holler at you. And I said, I don't have time to talk to you right now. He's like, why not? You must think I'm a CK. You think I'm a CK? And I said, I don't know. What is that? And he's like, you think I'm a serial killer. Wow, sir. What you are not is a spelling bee champ. Because that's not how you spell cereal right now. So what the hell did you do? A triple homicide on Snap, Crackle, and Pop? You're dumb. I don't want to talk to you. So now I've been trying to flirt because I'm back out. I'm out on the scene. I've been trying to sext. That's when you send pictures of your unmentionables to people. But the problem is that my titties are so big, I can't get them in one shot. So when I try to pose, it's very difficult because when I lay on my back, they roll all the way back. I almost killed myself. Yeah, then when I snapped the picture, sir, it looked like I had taken a picture of some baby's ass. So when the dude got the picture, he's like, bitch, why are you sending me child pornography? Whose greasy, glittery baby ass do you have access to? I could go to jail for having this in my phone. Then I tried another pose. I said, I'm gonna lean over to the side. I did like this, but it looked like I had a mouse in a headlock. You just see a little greasy nose just, Then when he saw that, he's like, now I got to report you to PETA, bitch. You just hurt an animal. So I'm at the point now where I'm just going to make an appointment at Sears so I can go prop my titty up on a carpet block. Just get a rose at the bottom, put it in a wine glass because I'm classy. Yeah. Glossy print. Yeah. Now, this is where I've embarrassed myself. I think that my voice sounds great. I know it sounds a little nasally. I know it sounds a little bit like Paula Deen Butter. Like, that's how my voice sounds, so it's not attractive. I walked up to this dude, and I'm like, oh, my God. I said, your accent is so sexy. I said, are you Australian? And he said, no, bitch, I am deaf. Oh, my God. Oh. I said, I am so sorry. I said, why am I whispering? And then I realized he had on hearing aids, and they were not flesh-colored Bluetooths, so that's where I made a mistake. So let's move forward. Check this out. I got into a car accident. I did, and my car got totaled. But it's okay because I now have a brand new addiction to Vicodin. Oh my God, oh. I don't even drive anymore, I fucking float. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful.
I keep trying to get hit so I can keep my prescription going. I mean, it's just, I feel good right now. I do. I love everybody. That's somebody who's been on a little hydrocodone. I can see it in your eye, ma'am. Yeah, I see it. I want to share this with you guys. I was so broke that my bank sent me a fraud alert when I made a deposit. Yeah. Do you know how broke you have to be? I mean, they didn't believe that I put money in my own account. But they actually called me. They were like, hey, Miss Jackson, we need to verify that you are no longer irresponsible. Did you just buy groceries? I'm like, I did. Kiss my ass, Wells Fargo. Don't check up on me. I'm legit. But I always try to think of things I can do to make money. This is all I have so far. Shirts for armless people. Yes. We will call them amputees. Hell yes. You're welcome, Atlanta. That's right. And I see some people going, why would you say something so terrible? It's not. I did my market research, and I asked an amputee. I said, is that name cool? And he gave me a thumbs up. So there. Yeah, he did. He did. Maybe he shot a bird. I'm not sure, but I try to think very positively. I feel like water just dropped out of the ceiling while I was talking, or either I just spit really hard. I don't know what just happened. I think it was water. I hope we're up to code in here. I don't want us to die. All right, so I got off task momentarily. Let's get back. Let me see how I look on the side over here. I'm glad I have on this wide belt because it's cutting my gut in half. I'm really excited about it because I don't have the strength to keep putting on Spanx every day. So this will just have to do in the meantime. But this is what I've done. I'm very excited about it. I joined a weight loss team with some of my friends. We put a little money in. We did our initial weigh-in. They hooked us up to a postage scale. I'm not going to tell you how much I weigh, but if you were to mail me, it would cost about $3,000. Mm-hmm. My friends are looking at me like, let's send that bitch ground. She's bulk mail. So I'm trying to get it together, but this is what I've done. Very proud of myself. P90X, anyone? Has anyone done it? Of course you haven't, but yeah, P90X. I just started, and I just quit P90X. If you don't know what it is, I'm going to share it with you right now. It's a DVD program designed to fucking kill you at home. They don't want you to lose weight. They want you to die in front of your television. That is the goal. If you don't have it, I need you to purchase it because on day number 2, there's a man with a prosthetic limb on the video. This made me feel like shit. Because it's inspirational, I get it, but I got both of my legs, but I can't make it through the program. But the dude is basically river dancing my damn confidence away. He is just all, he is doing all of this. I got my inhaler. But when I was passed out on the floor, that one moment when I lost some oxygen, I had one positive thought, and that's this. Fake legs don't get tired. Yeah, that's right. That's how I got my confidence back. Thank you, P90X. Yes, I'm Mia Jackson, guys. Thank you so much.
Guys, keep it going for Mia Jackson, everyone. And while you're at it, keep it going for all the comics you saw tonight. That is our show. Thank you guys so much for coming out. And don't forget, next week, Louis Anderson will be here. You can get all your tickets at theimprovatlanta.com. Thank you guys again. I've been your host, Ben Evans. Have a good night. Thank you.
Where it began, I can't begin to knowing, but then I know it's growing.